Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
All right, coming up in sports, boy, do we have a stat you didn't expect to hear today. You didn't ask for it, but we're giving it to you on your Chicago White Sox after the game yesterday. Plus a lot going on with the Cubs, the Japanese revenge games tonight against the Dodgers. But first, we gave you the story yesterday. We broke the news on Wednesday, actually, here on Q101. And then we talked about it, obviously, Thursday morning because we weren't on the air when it broke, about Weezer bassist Scott Schreiner and his wife. And just a quick recap of what happened. There was an unusual situation where some criminals were running through her yard, people that had been on a hit and run. She runs out of the house with a gun, shoots at him, allegedly. Still not verified whether she shot the gun or not, but we believe it was shot at them. Then the police show up, they put the gun down. She doesn't. She points it at them. They shoot her. She runs in the house, eventually surrenders, goes to jail. Now, here's the update on where we're at with this. And if Weezer's playing Coachella this weekend, which they're scheduled to do, and, full disclosure, we love Weezer. They were the first band to play Q101's Twisted Christmas 31 years ago. They've done the Ahoy Show a few years ago. One of the greatest shows at the Aragon ever. And great guys. And this is just a weird situation. So his wife has been released on $1 million bond, which if it's the same as Illinois, that's 10%. So they got $1 million.
Thank you.
That seems really high.
It's attempted murder. You point a gun at the police. It's not easy to get out. Also, they probably said, "Well, your husband's the bass player in Weezer. He's probably got $100,000 laying around." It's 10% is what you have to usually get down to get out on bond. I'm sure the California's the same as here. So $100,000 down to get her out. So she's out of jail on house arrest right now. She has been shot. It was non-life threatening, so she's at home. She also announced on her Instagram that she's fighting cancer. A couple weeks ago, she started getting treatment. She'd post some pictures on that. So also just a little more to that story that I don't know if it relates at all to what's going on. But will Weezer play Coachella this weekend, which they were scheduled to do? So this only happened 4 days before their performance at Coachella. And TMZ and all the reporters were outside their home. Scott Schreiner comes out of the house. They have 4 dogs. He's walking his dogs. And he yells, she's okay. It's fine. She's recovering. See you at Coachella.
I love that.
Love that. So not to, take the moment for granted, he did. And say, these people are. He also remind people we're playing Coachella. And that's how he announced it pretty much that, yep, we're playing. I'll be there. I just wondered how that conversation went. So they obviously got face-to-face. She gets out on jail. They get home. So, honey, we'll work this all out. Everything's going to be fine. Okay, everything's going to be great. I promise you. But my band has a gig this weekend.
I hope he said it like that.
Kind of like somebody having a local band as a bar gig, over at Bar Louie this weekend.
Yeah.
Well, listen, she's home, and it's a very nice home, and he has to keep paying for it. I think he should go do the gig. It's at isn't it at noon on Friday?
So I think they play at 3 o'clock on Friday because this is also the funny thing is Coachella does a thing where they announce a special guest about a week before the festival. So Weezer was not on the original poster, but they were announced as a special guest last week. This was so close to none of this happening and none of this being relevant, but they are playing, I think, at 3 o'clock on Friday. And I'm glad they're playing because here's the thing. If my wife had gotten shot in the shoulder, hypothetical situation.
Obviously, you don't have a wife.
But if you have to start with the wife, girlfriend has to become wife, then wife has to get shot. That's the
whole thing.
That's the Venn diagram of the whole thing.
But if they're playing at 3 o'clock and my wife had gotten shot at say 2:50, I wouldn't play the gig because she would be in the process of getting shot. We'd be dealing with the aftermath of her getting shot. It's already happened. She's already been shot. What good is it going to do if I'm home? Well, hey, remember when that happened? No, let me go rock out with my friends.
No, I agree because I completely agree. And even for her benefit, what is the benefit for her? You just have less money to spend? Have him go work.
Okay.
Nobody wants to work these days, am I right?
Well, this is office hours, baby. It's 3 o'clock on a Friday. That's fine.
Let me be the contrarian here.
Okay.
Kenzie.
What?
You get shot.
By whom?
Oh, we all know who.
We all know who does it. If Kenzie never shows up for the show, start trudging the lake by her house to look for her body. Speaking of which, your husband then says, I got a gig tonight, and I'm going to go do the gig. I know you've been shot, honey, but I'm going to do this gig.
And Kenzie, before you answer, I'm gonna note your husband's gig is that he has to play in his adult baseball league. He's not in a band. He's not DJing.
No.
Hold up. Before you answer, Kenzie, that's a great addition
What can I say?
to the
That's why I'm
scenario.
here.
It was no gig. He has to go to his adult baseball game with his friends, and they'll probably go to Hooters afterward, too.
He would never. He knows better. But my thing is absolutely not in that scenario, but it isn't a good comparison because he's going to be making money.
The Weezer guy.
Yeah.
Do they bet on this adult baseball league? Could he have a
No,
chance to
he
make
doesn't
money
make
at the
any
end?
money. So no, that's just a hobby. If he was going to make extra money that night, I would send him. But
I
if he
don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Why?
I would say, you're leaving the house? I've been shot.
Well, as long as he brings the baby with him. I'm not taking care of the baby. He just got shot.
Now you're adding on. He's got to take the baby and make money.
And make money. That's fine.
I like in your mind that Kenzie's husband is this Pete Rose-like figure in his adult baseball league betting on his own games.
Yeah.
Weird.
There's got to be. Why do you play adult baseball if you don't bet at least at the end of the team wins?
Because
Get
they
some.
want to play baseball.
Yeah, they want to have fun.
Oh my God.
I know. I say the same thing.
Oh Lord.
I am with Brian, though. Kenzie, first of all, I should stop laughing at the thought of you getting shot in the shoulder. It's
I know you loved it a lot.
Cracking me up. But I'm just not seeing a scenario in which you get shot and you give your husband the benefit of the doubt on anything if he has to leave the home. I'm just not buying it.
We're not like if he's making money and it helps him. If he wants to go do something stupid,
Play adult baseball
yeah,
For fun.
like that,
Laser tag.
for his mental health.
that kind of stuff is a problem. But like anything that helps the house, fine. If it doesn't help the house, then no, help me.
Can I even add on more? Would there be a dollar amount that would be acceptable? Like let's say I'm going to make $300. I'm going to go.
I would take $300.
Okay, $300 would do it. Okay.
Yeah, 300 and up, I would say.
I thought I was starting with the no at 300. I was going to go up from there.
Good to know. All right.
300 up. That's our groceries, baby. Go get it.
Okay.
Get after it.
Reminder that you're shot and on the couch, and you probably need things brought to you.
No.
You'll be
I
okay.
know.
You think you can crawl to the kitchen and get a sandwich?
Every day in this house, it feels like I've been shot while I'm taking care of these kids. Every day, Brian. It's fine.
Oh boy, can't wait to come over next time and see what's going on over there. This reminded us. Kenzie was talking in the commercial break about the scene in Entourage where Ari Gold's at the therapy session and the phone rings with Vinny Chase calling and they're trying to secure a movie, and Ari Gold's saying, I'll play the clip, but obviously it's Wednesday. I'm working. This is
funny.
This is like Weezer and his wife talking. Mr. Schreiner saying, it's Coachella. I gotta go.
Gotta make this money, baby.
Yeah.
I asked for 1 hour out of a day for his undivided attention. And I can't even have that.
You can have it if you want to live in Agora Hills and go to group therapy, but if you want a Beverly Hills mansion and you want a country club membership and you want 9 weeks a year at a Tuscan villa, then I'm going to need to take a call when it comes in at noon on a mother Wednesday.
See, that's it. There it is.
You know what? I have to take this.
So good. All right. Sports coming up after Lenny Kravitz. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101. You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Klash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin. Q101.
Let's go. Last one of the week. The U's sold-out show at the House of Blues. You can be there if you beat Kenzie in trivia. Remember, if Kenzie wins, she really wants to go see the U's, but we're not giving her a ticket. She can't go. She's not going. We'll give them away at the end of the competition here to anybody listening, so stay put. First, it's Maya. Now, we hope Maya wins them. Checking in from Cedar Lake. Tell us something about yourself. Ahoy, Maya.
Hey, guys. So I work at a med spa, and I also do nature bird photography specifically. So if you guys want to follow my Insta page, it's Red Wind Photography. And, I entered the Bird Photographer of the Year competition, but I didn't win. and I love the
Bastards.
youth.
I like
You
working
deserve it.
like working in the Instagram plug during the get to know you phase.
Well done, very well done. That's a pro right there.
It was, what was it? Red Wing Photography.
Like the color red, and then wind, like wind in your hair. Photography.
Got it. Red Wind Photography. What's the
Yeah, go
toughest?
check it out.
What's the toughest bird to film?
Probably warblers. They're the little ones that are circular and poofy looking.
Yoo-hoo, cute.
Yeah.
Got a follow from Kenzie.
Right? On my IG, each photo has fun facts about each photo. So you learn and get to appreciate my photography. So
I
go
love
like it,
this.
guys.
You sold me. See, let me get my phone for a second.
I was just going to say, I'm going to pull out my phone right now. Hold on.
Red Wind Photography. I'm looking for the Warbler. There's a bar.
Yeah.
There's a bar in Lincoln Square called the Warbler. That's really good.
Well, because the warblers, if I'm correct, they're at Montrose Beach. That's where you find the warblers. Am I right?
Yeah, they're really small, like the size of a lemon.
Yes.
So you can't really see them with your eyes unless you have like zoom in or have binoculars like I do. You know.
By the way, while we're all opening our Instagram accounts, you can follow me at @_Kslow.
Case-
That is
that's enough.
CASE
No.
LWE.
Good Lord.
We're talking about birds right now, you whore.
Just, since we've all got Instagram up.
You can follow these on OnlyFans. Look at this bird. Look at the northern flicker mid-flight.
Is that what it is?
Nice.
A flicker?
A flicker.
Oh yeah. It's
Look at that one mid-flight like an arrow. Very nice.
I would have thought that was the toughest one to film. He was flying.
I know.
Well, that's what birds do.
Well,
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Brian, put your phone away. Let's play trivia.
you got 3 new follows out of there. Maybe some listeners too. There you go. All right. First one.
I'm stoked.
First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same to you. Call heads or tails. What?
Head.
It's tails. Kenzie wins.
okay.
Yeah, you really had to go find that thing.
I know. Went out there. You just got an unfollow from Kenzie. All right,
You better not.
here we go. Kenzie, question number 1.
Yeah.
The cerebellum is located in what part of the human body?
The brain.
A brain is right. Check out the big brain on Kenzie.
Check out that big old brain, okay?
All right, to Maya.
Yes.
Maya, which country is credited for inventing hot dogs?
Wouldn't that be? Wait.
Go with your first thought.
The Germany.
The Germany is right. The Germany.
Germany.
The Germany.
The Frankfurt.
Invented the hot dog. All right, back to
I
Kenzie.
love hot dogs.
Oh,
I do too, girl.
Oh, I could have a char dog right now. Get a Polish and a char dog and some
No
cheese fries.
bun with mustard.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Put a picture of that up on your page.
Brian would like to turn to a hot dog based Instagram.
All 30 of my followers would unfollow me. Like, what is this weird girl posting?
Side note, there's an Instagram account called Flight Aware that I follow. And they have over 1 million followers. And what they do is they track planes in the sky and they show things. It's unbelievable if you're a plane enthusiast like myself. But they've been recently hacked. And there's OnlyFans chicks that are on the first.
Okay, is this what you told your wife?
No kidding.
You're damn right I did because I was flipping through
This
it.
was a flight cage, I swear.
I swear to God, I'm not
Why
telling
is
you.
everyone bending over?
I'm not telling you to go to FlightAware right now, but you're going to have to probably because they're going to get more followers. But then all the people on there, like to your point, were like, unfollow, what's this crap? Loved your page, watching it with my son. Now you've got an OnlyFans. And they've been hacked apparently, and they're very provocative reels.
Have you unfollowed it yet?
No, I haven't unfollowed. I want them to get unhacked because I like FlightAware.
What do you mean provocative reels?
Like naked, they're doing something naked.
Oh. Oh, okay.
I think she thought you meant like really interesting. Like this is so thought provoking.
No, not yeah. But you're right. I was on the couch and flipping through, and Megan goes, "What are you looking at?" I go, "This is FlightAware. They follow planes. I track them on the porch."
Yeah.
Not OnlyFans girl.
Wow.
What if it's actually not a flight website and it's actually pornography, and you just thought it was flight the entire time?
And the flight people hacked it to get on the porn page. Could be.
Well, on that note,
Things to make you go boom. Thoughts to make you think.
Okay, Brian.
Yeah,
it's 1-1, and it's back to Kenzie.
it is
It's
Kenzie's
like
turn.
Brian's brain got hacked. Right up back to trivia.
Kenzie, we'll stay with country since the last one was hot dogs that got us there.
Okay.
In what country is the Taj Mahal located in?
Oh, India?
India's right. Kenzie's got 2. Back to Maya. Maya, the Tet Offensive was a series of coordinated attacks against U.S. soldiers in what war?
Say the first part. The what offensive?
The Tet Offensive.
Oh, the Chet offensive.
The Tet, T-E-T, the Tet Offensive. What war?
The Czech Republic.
The Czech Republic War, a very famous war.
Be nice.
That's not right. Kenzie, do you know?
That's Vietnamese.
That is Vietnam War. Yes, we'll take that.
Vietnamese War.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's keep going here.
And it's back to Kenzie, 3-1. She's ahead.
Kenzie, what leaf appears on the Canadian flag?
Maple.
Maple is right. Well,
Their money smells like maple.
Is that right?
Yeah, if you smell their money, it has like a syrupy scent.
Oof. We all learned
Scratch
something.
and sniff dollar.
Thanks, Kenzie.
Talk about a fact that makes your brain go boom.
All right, there you go.
I'm all over it. What else you guys need today?
It's back to Maya.
It is 4-1. She needs a point right here.
Maya, what color hair does video game character Sonic the Hedgehog have?
It's blue.
It's blue. There you go.
Ba-ba-dee-ba-ba-da.
Good news, you got 2, but Kenzie's got 4. She can win with the next one here, okay?
Kenzie, get it wrong. Come on.
There's a very good
Do it for
chance of that.
me.
Don't worry.
Do it for the birds, Kenzie.
Do it for the birds.
Kenzie?
Yeah.
In what movie did Al Pacino first utter the line, "Say hello to my little friend"?
Oh, I was in like the bank or whatever. What is he? What's it? Scarface.
Scarface is right. He's not in the bank, by the way, when that happens.
Isn't he in like a bank or something? There's like curtains behind. I can see it.
Well, he's in his office, and
It's an office.
It's his office in his home, and they're all coming to kill him. The Colombian drug lord, who he double crossed.
And no spoilers.
Oh, I can't say that. It's a 40-year-old movie. You've never seen Scarface?
No, I haven't seen Scarface.
Forget about Tombstone and Scarface. You got to watch Scarface in the next
God,
half
in my
hour.
head, I'm imagining a bank that he's standing in. Because he's kind of in like a squatting position.
He gets
You know what I mean?
I know what
like
you're saying.
the scene is that not in a bank?
No, it's his mansion in Miami.
Oh God, I don't know.
I lost, right? Did I lose?
I know.
did lose.
You know what? This one was so long, and we went through a big joyous time together as a group.
Brian's porn art.
How many people, by the way, texted and went to FlightAware to check out?
Somebody's saying that it's back.
What's back?
FlightAware.
I mean, but no, there's the first pinned reel is an OnlyFans girl.
I think you just followed a porn account.
Let me see what I did here. Oh, in the meantime, yeah, Maya, we're
He
going to
doesn't even follow FlightAware.
Wait, I'm on OnlyFans. I didn't realize.
Brian, were you about to say you're going to give me the tickets?
Yeah, let's give them to you because you showed us pictures of birds. It was really fun.
I'm so excited. Thank you, guys. I love you guys. I
love
really
you.
love you guys. I love you more.
No, stop it.
There's a chance she loves us more. There's a chance on that one.
You know what? You need to turn your microphone off. You just end it.
I'm trying to find out if I follow FlightAware or OnlyFans while she's still on the phone here.
Were you trying to find FlightAware? Why is it taking you so long?
I don't know why. Maybe because I'm on OnlyFans. I don't follow FlightAware.
Oh, I was
going to Google FlightAware, but it would probably get a virus on my phone or something. It probably is pornography.
It is bad.
No,
I have it up, Brian.
You know
Look.
what? I made a mistake. It was Flight Every Day. It's another flight account that I follow. But also, I'm looking at them now, and the OnlyFans girl is gone from the pinned reel. So if you were trying to go there and see that, it's not there. So maybe they fixed their hacking problem.
Oh, it says that they only have 30 followers.
No.
That's what you followed them?
No, I do follow that one. I'm one of the 30. But Flight Every Day has 1.1 million followers. It's an incredible Instagram.
Your mobile app.
Oh, okay.
I think she's ordering her caramel latte.
Let's see what she's getting.
A medium. Caramel macchiato, medium.
You know, we'll put her on hold. And she's got the tickets. Congratulations.
She's so done with you. She didn't order her coffee.
Here's what we're going to do. After Pearl Jam, we're going to announce the winner of Piece of Garbage Madness. The championship game was yesterday. Aaron Rodgers or artificial intelligence? Who won? We're adding up the votes in the next 5 minutes during Pearl Jam. Afterward, we tell you who wins.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. It is 8 o'clock, a minute before, actually. Every Friday, Case does his movie reviews. Now, this started over a year ago. If you're new to the show, appreciate you. A lot of new texters coming in this week. We love you for that. And if you don't know why we're doing movie reviews of old movies, it's because Case is 26 years old, but he hadn't seen, before we started this, most of the big movies out there, let alone even the medium movies, the small movies, the independents, local plays. Hadn't really seen much, except for Boys in the Hood. Love Boys in the Hood. And Norbit.
Boys in the Hood and Norbit, those were my two favorite movies prior to doing this last year. And I'm you know, what can I say? I've become a guy that enjoys a film here and there.
I mean, now you've seen the biggest, like, Pulp Fictions and the Shawshanks and on and on. But let's get to Tombstone in honor of Val Kilmer. This is the one, by a long shot, won in our poll, and I and Kenzie insisted you watch Top Gun first and see Val Kilmer as Iceman.
Chairman Mao over here. Democracy's dead.
Clearly, on this show, it's not a democracy. But here we go. Let's get into it.
For Christ's sake, tomorrow's the 4th of July, and we will be open for business.
What country you from? What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what?
Utah. Give me 2.
Do you enjoy pain?
Pain don't hurt.
Wax on, right hand. Wax off, left hand.
Now fry like bacon, you little freshman piggies. Fry! Fry!
Playing football at West Canaan may have been the opportunity of your lifetime, but I don't want your life.
Let's go. Tombstone. Released December 25th, 1993, with a budget of $25 million, and the box office made $73 million. But we know, as a movie that comes out around that era, became a cult classic and probably made $1 billion with video and streaming and DVDs. Rotten Tomatoes reported 74% of 47 sampled critics gave Tombstone a positive review, with an average score of 6.3 out of 10. Although Val Kilmer's performance as Doc Holliday was praised, he did not get an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor. He was nominated for Best Male Performance and Most Desirable Male at the MTV Movie Awards, which, by the way, are much more accurate.
Much more prestigious, if you will.
Kenzie, give us that Val Kilmer take on that again. Yeah, Kenzie likes the Val Kilmer. I got to say, I loved him too. I mean, if you're gonna change what you like in this world, he could do it for me.
Okay.
I mean, meaning I like women.
Uh-huh. No, it sounds like it.
But, like, maybe you don't.
But if there was someone, there's a few.
It sounds like you're questioning yourself.
No, I think a lot of people. Well, we're not going to get in that wormhole right now.
No, get into it.
No.
You know what? I don't even care about the movie review anymore. I have to be honest.
I'd like to see where this goes.
I don't think we need to hear about it.
All I'm saying, if you have to change teams and there's one person that could do it, Val Kilmer could probably do it for me.
Okay.
With or without the mustache, do you want Top Gun or do you want Tombstone?
I think if I was going to change teams, we're going to have multiple costume changes. One Saturday night Iceman, Sunday
Village
night
people.
Sunday night
construction worker.
Doc Holliday. Maybe Monday Batman. Not a great Batman movie it was in, but it was certainly the Batman outfit.
He looked good.
Hello, love it. All right, so I'll start how we always start. Not like that, by the way. But
you know what? You did that.
But with the trailer from the movie, so we go back to 1993 when commercials ran for Tombstone. This is what it sounded like.
From Hollywood Pictures, they'd shared a past.
Wide up is my friend.
A trust.
Thanks for always being there, Doc.
And an enemy.
I want your blood.
Together, they fought a battle at the OK Corral the West would never forget.
Oh, my God.
Kurt Russell is Wyatt Earp. Val Kilmer is Doc Holliday. They're bringing justice to Tombstone. Rated R.
Interesting trailer. They had some kind of like techno music in it for a Western.
I liked it.
It was kind of weird. Also, I want to make clear before we get to Case that Jeffrey checked in from Mount Prospect and said, Brian, I feel you. If I had to change teams or would be tempted to, Val Kilmer's top of my list too. So I'm not alone in this for the men out there.
Shout out Jeffrey at Mount Prospect. Maybe Brian will feel you later.
You know what?
Wow, this is getting very aggressive.
You know, I'm free tonight. I'm busy Saturday and Sunday, but tonight I'm kind of free.
Keep
Jeffrey.
on digging the hole. I love it.
Aren't you supposed to be reading books tonight? It's Friday.
Jeffrey, want to come over? I know
Read some books.
Mount Prospect, a little bit of a drive from where I'm at, but come over, get in bed with me and Megan and read some books. All right, Case. Tombstone. What did you think of it? I'm nervous because I love this movie to death. I've seen it probably 50 times. Kenzie actually watched it as well, did not love it. We'll just leave it there. Go ahead,
Wow. Did I hate it?
And we'll say this because I'm sure you're going to get to it. She hated it from the get-go because the opening scene. I don't want to get too far into that. Well, I want Case to give his review of it. But yeah, Kenzie, not a fan.
No. It certainly wasn't.
The great thing about Tombstone is that it reaffirmed one of the theories that I've long held, that nothing was really happening on Earth until about 30 years ago. There was nothing to do. Because if you go to the town of Tombstone, you can do one of three things. The three hobbies they had were drinking, gambling, and shooting people.
Wait, how's that different from Chicago right now?
We at least have phones, but let me tell you, I got lost in the town of Tombstone. I got sucked into this world. It made me, what happened to men? Why aren't we dressing like this? Why doesn't everybody have a fancy mustache? I, of course, am doing my part, but not everybody else is. Tombstone. Now, this is a film. This isn't sweaty like Top Gun. This isn't
It was
silly.
pretty sweaty.
It's not as sweaty. It's not silly like Top Gun. This is a movie about when men were men and they shot each other over minor disagreements. And God, I love this movie.
Again, still kind of like Chicago today, actually. I'm glad you loved it.
It's awesome. I had never seen a Western before. I, of course, enjoy Western wear. Shout out Alcala's Western wear. Best spot in the city to get a fringe jacket or cowboy boots or your jeans hemmed. A lot going on there. But my God, I mean, this is such an interesting story. Any movie that is pro-mustache, touches on American history, and doesn't get bogged down by a bad romantic B story. This had one, but it wasn't bad. This is a film that anybody could watch. I tell you, Tombstone, they knew what they were doing when they made this movie.
I'm sorry. You think the romantic story wasn't bad? It was the worst romantic story I've ever seen.
Well, I think he's talking about, like, he didn't like it in Major League when the romantic story took over the movie.
Same thing with Top Gun. I found it to be distracting. This did not take away from the overall story of four badasses gunslinging their way across the western part of the United States. I want to follow in their footsteps now.
He's saying that there wasn't a deep dive into the relationship. Kenzie found that deep dive of cheating in there.
Yeah, what a piece of crap the main character is. I know he's talking about it.
I will counter that with not Val Kilmer, but
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell, thank you. So Kurt Russell has this wife in this movie, and Kurt Russell's wife is apparently addicted to opium because she just can't stop drinking whatever this tea is that gets her high. His wife in this movie comes across the screen like an elementary school actor showing off at the spring showcase. She is so bad in her role and so annoying. It doesn't detract from the movie because I would have cheated on her too. Wow. If there is a weak link, it is Kurt Russell's wife, and I am glad that by the end of the movie, he decided to be with somebody else.
All I'm saying is, you move her ass all the way across the country to a train and wagon, and then, which would have pissed me off. Hold up. And then he cheated in like 4 seconds. Oh, and like average looking girl, like it wasn't like Catherine Zeta-Jones got out of that wagon. It was just a normally pretty girl, and he cheated immediately. A girl got out of a wagon, and he couldn't contain himself. It was unbelievable.
Have you ever seen a woman get out of a wagon in a dress?
It's just like, whoa.
Pretty magnificent.
I'm trying to bring back wagons. That's good stuff.
God.
Obviously, I watched this movie because of Val Kilmer, and that's a name that I knew, but it's a name that I had never seen any of his work prior to last week in Top Gun. Brian insisted that I watch Top Gun. I will say, again, you kind of went Chairman Mao on us and dictated that I watched Top Gun before this so I could see the range of Val Kilmer. Is that correct?
Correct, and I stand by that. I don't care if everybody's coming against me and Kenzie on this too, but he had to see him as Iceman before you see him as Doc Holliday to appreciate his incredible gift as an actor.
To see him in a movie that you like.
That's true, too.
Oh, my God.
But the thing that surprised me, I guess more so when I watched Top Gun, was the way that you sold it to me. I thought that Val Kilmer was going to be a major part of that movie, and obviously Iceman is integral to the story of Top Gun, but he's not in the movie that much, and he is the guy that is chugging this movie along. Now, of course, shout out Sam Elliott, shout out to our guy Bill Paxton, my all-time favorite in this movie.
Jonas, son of a bitch.
But this is the Val Kilmer show, and I was so blown away because that character, Doc Holliday, and for those that haven't seen it, he is a shade of green throughout this entire film that no human should be. He has tuberculosis, which doesn't stop him from drinking, gambling, or gunslinging, which I love. That's the grind set mentality that we live in today. What I love about him in this movie is that character in the wrong hands becomes such an albatross, becomes such a disaster, becomes such an annoying, goofy character. And every single time I thought they were going to cross a line to a point of no return, his acting was so good and so intriguing, especially in the audio that I want you to play right here, Brian. Right after they have the shootout at the river, and there's a man there that asks, Doc, you have tuberculosis. Why are you fighting with us? Why are you fighting alongside Wyatt Earp? And he has this to say, and it is chilling. It made my bones chill.
Where is he?
Down by the creek, walking on water.
Well, let's hope he's got another miracle up his sleeve. If I know Ringo, he's headed straight for us. If they were my brothers, I'd want revenge too.
No, make no mistake. It's not revenge he's after. It's a reckoning.
Doc, sorry to be in bed. What the hell are you doing this for anyway?
Wyatt Earp is my friend.
Yeah, well, I got lots of friends.
I don't.
It's as somebody who doesn't have a lot of friends, and as somebody who clearly was moved by the male bonding in Top Gun last week between Goose and Maverick, because I've never had a friend that close. I would never be able to react to Goose's death in the same way that Maverick did. Just the chilling subtlety of, I have a lot of friends, I don't. I mean, it really almost moved me to tears, because that's how I feel every single day.
So Goose moved you to tears dying, but this almost got you to tears.
Well, he was so coffee with his tuberculosis. It was a little tough to move past that.
Oh, he was, like Kenzie said, he was wet. Like, he was wet in Top Gun.
He was literally, Case complained about sweat, but Val was wet the entire movie.
I believe
and nobody was saying anything for a while. Like, as if I'm like, is anybody going to check on him?
Kenzie just thought he came out of, maybe he had a little steam.
He
came
out of a marsh
somewhere. Wet.
Tuberculosis turns out not so good.
Hey, not a fan.
Not a good. Gives you a fever and you're really hot, especially when you're in Tombstone,
Arizona.
Arizona.
Go lay down.
He should have went to maybe Illinois would have been good for him.
Yeah, but there wasn't money there.
No.
That's what's great about old-timey towns is Wyatt Earp walks into Tombstone. He gets into
his ass.
He gets into an argument with Fat Billy Bob Thornton. Shout out. What a great cameo that was. And then leaves the bar and says, so I get 25% of the profits, right? And nobody argues. There's no paperwork. There's no lawyer. There's no nothing. All of a sudden, he just accumulates 25% of the wealth coming out of that casino.
It was a better time.
Oh, my God.
It was a better time.
It was great. It was absolutely great. Of course, before I give my rating, we have to hear the iconic scene, the I'm Your Huckleberry. Let's listen to that, because another just high point in this excellent film.
Well, I didn't think you had it in you.
I'm your Huckleberry. Why, Johnny Ringo. You look like somebody just walked over your grave.
Fight's not with you, Holiday.
I beg to differ, sir. We started a game we never got to finish. Play for blood, remember?
I was just fooling about.
I wasn't.
Oh, it's so good to see Johnny Ringo, who's a tough guy and crazy. And you look at the real character, he was insane as far as his confidence. He goes, oh, crap, I'm done.
Yeah, you all know it. You know it when it's going to happen. It is such a phenomenal film. Again, pro mustache, a slice of American history. I got lost in the world. I wanted to spend time with all of these characters. I really don't have enough good things to say about Tombstone. I am ready to give my rating if you are.
And what is the rating going to be? In mustaches? In buckets of sweat?
In mustaches. Why would we stray from God's light?
Okay, go for it.
Tombstone is a solid 8 mustaches out of 10. A big thumbs up. Highly recommended if you've never seen it. I loved this movie.
Go see it. And, of course, this whole review will be on the podcast. And we'll have also next week's movie coming up on Monday. We'll let you know what he's going to watch.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.